All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll run on first down. Walters breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Spiller, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Spiller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go now. 54. 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
again with Spiller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Hey, watch that. Check, right.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give to Spiller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal with the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch twist. Mark 22. Mark 22. Hey, let's get that home.
Second and 5. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Football's the mic. Wait. I can't believe they let you play.
On second down, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Coleman. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll run for the Spiller. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the draw play, Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Gay's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. If you combine last last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jackson now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Check. Look. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Back. Shift. Check 3. Any weapon. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Label.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. So left side, it's complete. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is Spiller. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Push him back. Push him back.
And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 1. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Sione Takitaki. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on first down. That's caught. It's Coleman. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Completes it to Coleman. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Safety's creeping. Like 22, like 22.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost are.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Jackson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 49, check 49. Top dog.
Jackson now. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 21 yards away. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sione Takitaki able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And the catch made by Walters. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Roll. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 61 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. So we got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. So nice number one. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd and 4. And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pushing. Let's see what they... Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Pittsburgh, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.